This is Pro's Inside Video Review for Major League Soccer, week number 4. Pro's video blog explaining video review. In week number 4, there was only one review, and that happened in Dallas. It was a goal line decision. But we're also going to take a look inside the VOR at an offside decision that was checked during the LAFC versus Real Salt Lake game last weekend. But let's start in Dallas, where this free kick turns into a possible goal for Colorado. As with all reviews, the starting point is the decision on the field. In this case, it's no goal. So live play continues. And during that live play, immediately the VAR starts looking at his quad view. And he's looking for a possible angle that can show him if the ball has completely crossed the goal line. You can see there's really not any angle that's very clear and easy to use. Eventually, though, he does find this angle, which he spots the ball between the legs of Gonzalez and can see that the ball has completely crossed the line. It takes him about 28 seconds to find this, and at this point, he has a good goal. Before he can recommend a review, though, he has to check the APP, the attacking possession phase, to make sure that nothing else happened that could invalidate this goal. So first he goes back to the free kick to check that nobody was offsides. And you can see in this replay that Kamara is clearly not off. Off the header off Kamara, he has to make sure that Tommy Smith, who eventually scores a goal, is also not offside. You can clearly see he's not. So he moves on to one more image, which is behind the goal, because he wants to make sure that Tommy Smith has not scored with his hand. And you can clearly see that he's played the ball fairly and pushed it into goal. At that point, he recommends a review to the referee. And the referee heads over to the RRA, our referee review area, or simply it's the monitor that's by the side of the field. At that point, the referee is shown this image. The referee confirms that the ball has completely crossed the goal line, and he does ask if everything is clean in the APP. The VAR says yes, and at that point, the referee leaves the RRA and gives the good goal to Colorado. This was a correct and good use of video review. The ball has completely crossed the goal line. This is a good goal for Colorado. Could have been more efficient? Possibly. It took about 1 minute and 35 seconds. But it's very important that the VAR always checks the APP to make sure there's nothing else that could invalidate this goal. Let's move on to California now, where LAFC versus RSL. There's an offside goal scored by RSL's Saucedo, but it's invalidated by an offside flag. This actually is a good example of our delayed flag technique. It's something we have the assistant referees do by keeping the flag down to allow the player to score, and that way we can bring in video review. Now again, it's not the flag that stops video review, but the actual referee's whistle. So as long as the whistle has not gone before the ball's entered net, we can use video review to check the accuracy of that offside decision. In this case, the AR right off on live play has offside, but she said delay, delay, delay. Delay. Which means she's holding the flag down to allow the player to shoot. In this case, Saucedo shoots and scores a very nice goal. The whistle has not gone, so we can go into video review. So this is what happened inside the VOR.
One moment, please. We're checking. One moment, we're checking.
Decision on the field is offside. Not on the penalty area.
As soon as the ball entered the net, the VAR begins to check to see if that offside was clearly wrong. He goes back and finds what we call the kick point, where the point is where the ball was last played. As you can see here, Krylak kicks the ball into Atuesta, and then the ball deflects to Saucedo, who is in an offside position. This is offside. So the VAR pauses the ball there and can check by using the left 18 camera to see that Saucedo was in offside position at the last moment it was played by his teammate Krylak. This is not a deliberate play by Atuesta because the ball is kicked into him. If Atuesta had gotten there first and cleanly played the ball off of Krylak before he touched it, it would have been a deliberate play and this would have been a good goal. However, it's clear that the ball was shot or kicked into Atuesta, and that's a deflection. It goes to an offside player. This is a good decision by the AR. This was a good use of the video review system to check the accuracy of an offside decision before a goal. If it had been incorrect, the goal would have stood. That's a quick look at Pro's Inside Video Review for week number 4.